this video, I'm going to look at all of the bulletin posts that Blox have posted, since they're trying a new way to communicate with us. And I'm also going to look at the sneak peek that Rabindra did post earlier today. So this is the first bulletin. This is the first bulletin that they had last Thursday. They have these three fruits, which has already been confirmed to be Barrier, Gravity, and Falcon. Since in the shop, it literally says in progress for Barrier, Falcon, and Gravity. So I think this is Barrier, this is Falcon, and this is Gravity. I want you to comment below if you actually agree with me on this, but this is what I seriously think of the silhouettes. So alright, let's actually read this. A new chapter unfolds. Welcome to our first edition. Okay. Turtle Island under siege by falling stars. What the heck just happened? The skies over Turtle Island have been anything but normal. Fiery meteors have crashing down, shaking the ground before vanishing without a trace. Some residents claim the air feels heavier and the island itself is shifting. That is definitely Gravity. I want to open this. I want to see if I can open this. Look at these meteors. They look just like Gravity. Adding to the mystery, a hooded figure has been spotted near the impact sites, disappearing before anyone else can get close. No one knows their intentions, but rumors are spreading. Is this a strange phenomenon or something powerful approaching? This could be a new boss. This could be anything at this point. I think it's a new raid boss. That just makes sense. Because they're not going to have two bosses, Captain Elephant and then this new boss. I think it'd be a raid boss that spawns in the middle. Because Floating Turtle, there's a big empty space right outside Turtle Mansion that they could easily add a boss fight over there. That's just my opinion. Alright, before we get to this part, I want to actually get into the Fruit Showdown. Fruit Showdown, poachers get defeated. In a dramatic showdown, the Rangers of Wilderness have successfully arrested a notorious gang of poachers that have been targeting the wildlife. The poachers were caught after a tense pursuit through the dense jungle, putting an illegal end to their legal activities. Now look at this. Right here on the top, on corner of my eye, I see falcon feathers on that guy's hat. Coincidence? I think not. Now asking the developers. Will anything be done about the lag spikes in C3? Andrew says, and I quote, "Trust us, we'll feel the pain too. We've been making optimizations behind the scenes to smooth things out. Expect notable differences soon." I'm telling you, there's this glitch going on right now that if you go to C3 and C2, and it says, "Sorry, I can't take you there right now," something like that. And I seriously hate that. They need to stop these lag spikes. Starting with, maybe nerf your couple of fruits because the damage is too high. What about current PvP meta? Is it getting a balance? Better be. Absolutely. We've been fine-tuning hitboxes, damage scaling, and cooldowns to make fights more fair and skill-based. No more getting clapped by yetis or obliterated by dragons unless you deserve it. Which I'm seriously happy about. Maybe a nerf of most of the fruits in the game. Because I'm telling you right now, dragons, yetis, running kitsunes, spamming leopards, it's a pain in the neck to fight with. Even nerf a couple of swords and guns too. Cause I step out of cafe for 1 minute, I get literally erupted by a shark anchor, and they never stop hitting him. Which Blox fruits are getting added in this update or reworked? If you've been keeping up with the nerds, you probably already know, which is Gravity, Barrier, and Falcon. And yes, we hear about Control's rework, but that is a topic for another day. That probably means Control's not coming out until the update after this one. Probably because it's not ready yet. Will there ever be a 4C? MyGame43 says not yet. That makes sense. Before you can even think about adding a new C, we need to make sure the current ones are polished, balanced, and up to standard. A big expansion needs a strong foundation, which is true. They're finally giving me an answer. They're finally giving us an answer about the Dragon update and why it took so long. The Flame of the Dragon Talent Academy, yada yada yada. Once we confirmed Dragon was next, all eyes were on it, meaning we couldn't release any other fruits or major content without players demanding Dragon first. The fruit itself went through multiple remakes, as we kept refining every detail to make it truly legendary. Unfortunately, some management, such a massive update led to further delays. But there's good news. While the Dragon update was in the works, we made huge progress on other parts of the game. Now, we are finally ready to start rolling out that content, beginning with 3 new complete reworks. That's not all. Beyond fruits, we have been developing a game-changing feature that will improve the experience of all players. It's something I personally find really exciting. And while it's not ready just yet, I think when the time comes, it'll be worth the wait. And now it's this car right here. I know what it's for, actually. Because, if I just change the link right here, I think I should. Because it's all about the next bulletin, which you'll see why in a minute. I already read this. But the Blox bulletin number 2. You see Android MyGame43 asking a bacon here or something. Alright, wanted. Gate and Forge strikes again. Deadly partners in crime. Automatically, I see a portal, and I see towers. Most likely the barrier rework. Most likely. A one-of-a-kind vehicle has been stolen. The notorious duo Gate and Forge has struck again. This time during a public auction of a custom-built experimental vehicle. Witnesses report a perfectly timed operation. Gate opened a portal mid-sale, while Forge summoned a towering structure out of thin air, without mind you or anything, blocking all pursuit routes within seconds. The pair vanished with the vehicle before security can react. While the stolen car isn't considered dangerous, it's a unique experimental, makes it priceless, and now it's in the wrong hands. Authorities are on high alert. Gate and Forge are known for their bold tactics and impossible getaways. Now, this is the part I'm actually really excited about. They didn't just escape, they left a mate behind. A stunned witness said that. I think that's the barrier rework. There's a reason for that. It's because barriers moves all have something to do with blocking people out. Blocking out security, blocking out every single thing so you can get away. That reminds me of something. Barrier. Alright, more developer responses, but before that, I want to go into this. The enigmatic scientist behind Fruit Reworks has reportedly achieved another breakthrough. Sources whisper that he's found a way to push limits beyond their natural limits. Not through awakenings, but through something far more obscure. Subtle shifts, unseen changes, powers that were not meant to surface. What exactly has he uncovered? And what type of process will those who dare have to go through? And more importantly, what happens next? Okay, so let's actually go into the Q&A responses. Is Divine Art going to release soon? Divine Art was originally planned for something bigger, but we had to backlog it to avoid the Dragon update delaying the Dragon update any further. Because it probably would have came out around now if Divine Art came out in the update. One of its abilities also ran into a major Roblox engine bug that's out of our control. So basically saying they have to rework the entire Divine Art because Roblox's systems are not strong enough to handle it. So there is no plans to release it anytime soon. Okay. Kind of disappointing. Alright. Will there be a trading update? A lot of people are frustrated with the 4 fruit limit and 40% valuable. Me included. Because when you do carries for raids and all that, you have to give the person a decent fruit, and they just run away with your fruit. They're not really losing much. We have big plans for the trading system. Okay. We're exploring new tradable item types, expanding beyond 4 slots, and possibly introducing a brand new trading hub world. So, like Blade Ball and all these other games have trading hubs where you go into another server with people who also want to trade. There's also a pain in the neck trying to get a table to trade people with. Like in King's Legacy and Fruit Battlegrounds, you can literally just go to the trading list and you'll trade with somebody that way instead of sitting down with them. That'd be a much better feature. And maybe even trading like, imagine if you could trade dark fragments to each other, like valuable items, because that would be kind of cool. But honestly, I don't know if they would, because that could be considered exploiting. But you can only do it because each one is going to have a certain value type. That's what I'm thinking they're going to do. Why haven't the devs released a Fruit Awakening in the last 2.5 years? Awakenings was originally a way to add a new content and give players more to unlock, making older fruits viable again without removing its original rune set. But that was years ago. With a bigger team now, we're shifting forward towards full reworks that modernize the entire fruit. No need to slap a flashy awakening onto an outdated kit. The upcoming Gravity rework is a great example. As a mythical fruit, it should feel powerful and modern by default, just like the Dragon rework. But that's why I think they need to just scrap the awakenings and have the awakenings become the actual moves. Cause I get it, but they could do something more with Wraith than just awakenings, in my opinion. Like the Flame Fruit looks a little outdated, the Quake Fruit, the Dough Fruit, the Unawakened Dough Fruit looks outdated in my opinion. I think they should just make the Awakened moveset the overall moveset. Can the crew systems get an update? Yes, I seriously think they do. At least in my opinion, the crew is a little bit hectic. Yes, but we haven't started this yet. There's obvious things we'd like to add, like crew ranks, but we have much larger ambitions to rework crews entirely. So I can basically make someone in my crew the vice captain, another one the first mate, second mate. That'd be kind of cool. And they can kick people out below them. And you can also have like offline invites. Come pain in the neck to have people just join the server in order to join. Maybe an easier way to get the Pirate King title, because that is actually my dream title. It's the Pirate King title. Only 0.01% of players actually have it. Will our Gravity Fruits be turned into tokens like what happened with Dragon? No, we do not plan on introducing Gravity tokens. Whoa, what the heck just happened? Dragon tokens existed because of the 2 fruit options. Yeah, but why did you have to do it with... I get the physical fruits, but why couldn't they just have it split between 50% Dragon East, 50% Dragon West, and a 50% chance it gets split between those 2? And the permanent dragons, just give us the dragons back at this point. How many updates after the upcoming one do you plan on releasing map UI and crew reworks? These reworks take longer than it might seem. We're not just replacing maps. We're keeping the nostalgia while adding side missions, puzzles, and expanded stories. Previous map reworks went through several revisions like Port Town, Hydro Island, and early UI styles were scrapped after the community's feedback. A new role map is coming later this year, which I seriously will not trust because of last year's and the year before that. But expect blog posts soon with more insight and teasers. Alright, last question. Why is it so hard for devs to drop mini updates while bug fixes and balance changes while we wait for the big ones? This was a workflow issue in the past. We used to bundle new content, bug fixes, and balance changes together, which meant we couldn't release without the others. Fixes would get stuck behind unfinished content. Luckily, that has been solved recently, so you can expect more of these smaller updates in between major updates moving forward. Now, these are the chromatic skins that are on the Blox' Discord. I did not upload any of them because I'm not even a good fan artist. So I'm going to go over some of them. You have the Ice Age Mammoth, which is really cool. I'm going to go over a couple of them I seriously like. The Midnight Kitsune. Oh my god, that literally looks so cool. It could be like a purple and white effect to it. I can actually see it in my head. I'm trying to look for one. The Parrot. Alright, that looks cool. That actually looks cool. They should actually add something like that. A lot of them for like Kitsune. Try to look for Dark Lord Gas. I can actually see that coming to the game. I actually can. And a developer thought, we still have some empty space left on Tiki Outpost. Maybe we can add a new boss fight in this area next update. I think so. Because there's a big tower at Tiki Outpost. I seriously think you can add something to it in the tower itself, like in the bottom area of the tower. You can add a new boss there. Alright, for the last thing I would like to look at, we have the first leak for this new update. This photo right here that makes it look like Fortnite. I don't even know why. This looks so much like Fortnite. This could be one of the barrier's moves, but it looks so basic. Unless this is a game mode that you can have. I know a lot of people do not like this. People think they could do a better job with this, which they probably can. I think even I can make this in Roblox Studio when I don't even know anything about coding. Like, look at this. Looks like a stairs. But even the barrier fruit now looks better than this. At least in my opinion, not to criticize. There's a lot of bad comments in here. This could be a new fruit entirely. People think it's the forage fruit, which NU and I think Magic Bus thinks. This could actually be the forage fruit. This could not even be barrier. It was never confirmed this was barrier. It looks too bad to be barrier. It could be a new game mode. You're asking the wrong person. I'm not a developer. So, whoever is commenting right now, give the developers a chance. Because they didn't even tell you what this is. You're just making a speculation out of nothing. Rabinger said it could, he didn't even say anything. It could have been barrier. Could be anything. Could be a new game mode. So don't count your chickens before they hatch. Because this could be an entirely new move. Or it could be an entirely new thing. So, overall, this is all you're going to see for today's video. I hope everyone enjoyed it. See you in the next